All right, good morning, guys. So, funny story. I was gonna go fishing this morning, but my phone ended up updating itself last night, so it didn't turn back on and I didn't have an alarm. So, missed out on fishing. I was pretty upset. But since that happened, I'm gonna do something else today because I got something in the mail. Check it out. Yeah, Seadek. I'm doing a Seadek project today on the 2019 Outback. Alright guys, so this is the plan today. I got the Seadek, I got the whole roll, because if you buy that whole roll, it's only, I think it was $70, and I don't remember what the specs are, like how long or wide it is, but I know that it's a lot cheaper than buying the kit that they make for the whole kayak, because I think the kit's like $300. So, and I think that a lot of the Seadek, like the padding stickers that come with it, are kind of unnecessary. You know, it's almost just for looks. Really, I just want a little more grip back here for, you know, coolers and my crate and everything like that. And then I think I'm gonna do, it's kind of dirty, but I think I'm gonna do these little, you know, troughs just for lures to be put in, just so they're not banging around making a bunch of noise. I'm thinking about doing the cup holders for the same reason, to reduce noise. And then I'm thinking about, I might even do these little sections right here, because, you know, every now and then I might stand up there or put my foot there or something like that. So I think that's all I'm gonna do, and then I'll see how that looks and maybe go from there. But the nice thing about this little roll that I bought off of Amazon is it fits perfectly in this back part, the stern of the Outback, so it shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna lay some masking tape down to get the template. I'm gonna cut it precisely and then stick it on the back of the Seadek and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife. So I'll kind of try and document the whole process. Alright guys, so there's that back section. Wasn't too hard. You can see that my cuts aren't the sharpest right now. I can always clean that up. And then, you know, it's kind of an awkward shape, so lining it up perfectly is pretty much the hardest part. But I think it looks pretty good. Not bad for a homemade job. Alright, so I'm done putting this Seadek on. As you saw earlier, I did this section, and then I went ahead and did these troughs, just pretty much so if I put lures, you know, hard baits or anything in there, they're not banging around on the hole, and it's a little bit quieter, especially if a bunch of treble hooks get stuck together. You're just clanging and banging all over the kayak. I then went ahead and did these troughs up front as well on both sides, for the same reason as the ones in the back. And then some more standing pads just in case, because as I showed in my initial review of the 2019 Outback, you can stand up here if you want. Pretty stable and pretty dry, so I have that option now. And all this is also used to reduce noise. What else? Oh, I did the cup holder too for the same reason, just to deaden some sound, because I use an Nalgene bottle or a hydro flask that's aluminum, so you know, kind of reduces the noise. Anyway, a couple tips for doing this, guys, if you plan on doing it. I know I didn't show any of the actual cutting, but it's pretty straightforward. Once you put the masking tape down and you've cut the masking tape, you just put it on the back, like the adhesive side of the Seadek roll. And I outlined it with a Sharpie just in case, because I didn't want to be cutting it and have the tape move or crumple up or anything. So that, I found that to be pretty easy. Make sure if you're cutting it, cut it on a workbench, or what I did is I put down some pretty thick cardboard, just because you actually have to cut through all of the Seadek, obviously, so you don't want to be cutting it on your dining room table or anything crazy like that. I know some people might freak out a little bit because I was using a X-Acto knife to cut through the masking tape, but on the kayak, just be warned, I was pushing very, very lightly. Like, you probably will see in the video that a lot of times I had to recut, and that's because I was hardly pushing at all. Like, you should really leave almost no mark into the kayak at all. So don't freak out on me. I know what I was doing. No harm, no foul. Another thing, like I said before, the cuts aren't perfect. It doesn't look perfect. Obviously, if you buy the kit that's already made for the kayaks, it's gonna look better. But at the same time, you're also gonna pay, like, I think it's like $300. So $70 with some, you know, it only looks bad if you really get up close to it. And so I'm really not worried about it. This is more about functionality than the aesthetics of it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any questions about this project, you know, hit me up. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.